What's up, nerd geeks and gamers alike? It's your boy Nerdy Nick. Now I know it's been a while, but we're back. We're getting things rolling again. This time, we're going to do what we did with the PS1 video, where we're going to do an Xbox OG Collection starter kit for $120. Let's take a look. So yeah, guys, it's been a while, and like I said before, a baby was on the way, the baby arrived. So as you can tell from my, achievement unlocked shirt, we've had the baby. It's been a couple of months now. He's going to be 11 weeks tomorrow from when I'm filming. It's just been an incredible adventure and an incredible opportunity to be a father again. If you guys watch the live streams, you've seen my daughter pop in every now and then, and now I've got another little one. So, yeah, that's where I've been. It's taken a lot of my time. It's honestly been very hard not making videos and whatnot because this is my creative outlet. But we're not here to talk about all that right now. What we're going to do is we're going to go and try to get a starter collector set for your original Xbox, just like what we did with the PS1 a few videos back, where I kept it at $100, right? Can we do a beginner collector kit for $100 with the PS1? This time, I tried to keep it right around the same price range of $100. Unfortunately, the Xbox console itself still carries a decent value. So it was almost impossible to keep it under $100. But this time around, we're just bumping it up a little bit. So we're going to see how much we can get for $120 for your OG Xbox collection. This is for anyone who hasn't had an Xbox yet, or might be looking into getting an Xbox again. The market has changed so much throughout the years, like we all know. But I think there are still really good deals out there. And collecting isn't just for the rich man. You know what I mean? It's for us common folk. But let's go ahead, take a dive, look at some prices, and see where things are at, and see what we can come up with. And sprinkle in some games from all kinds of different genres. So you have a complete kind of boost to your starter kit. What I mean by that is you don't just have one game, you have a few games, and they're all different genres. So yeah, you get it. I'm rambling. Let's take a look.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in the Xbox. So here it is, guys. The Xbox in all its hefty glory. This system is one big boy. Let me tell you what. It is probably the heaviest system that I think has ever been made from that generation and its past. But let's take a look at this console from a full 360 point of view. It has 4 controller ports, which means this thing was built with multiplayer in mind. Now please, don't mind the dust behind this console. I live in southern Arizona. It is dirt central everywhere. But on pricecharting.com, they have this system listed for loose at $65.90, which is actually a really good price for this retro system. So that leaves us a ton of wiggle room to throw in at least, 5 games, to get you started on your starter collector kit. So let's go ahead and start shopping for some games. That's right, guys. You already know, just from seeing Bungie and this being an Xbox video, the first game on the list is an absolute must for any OG Xbox owner. And I mean, honestly, every Xbox has had a Halo for it. You need all of them. You need all of them. They all play absolutely amazing, but let's not talk about those right now. Let's talk about the original, the one that started it all. Halo Combat Evolved. When I first played this game in 2003, my mind was absolutely blown. Never have I ever seen a game play like this on a console at that time. From my mind, it was always PC gaming. With the first-person shooter genre like this, I never thought I would be able to see a first-person shooter run so eloquently on a system. But Xbox blew me away. No pun intended. That's for Halo 2. With this title. The whole world, the story behind it, all the different enemy types. It is such an intrinsic game for your collection, man. Seriously, the gameplay is so awesome. It's very challenging at points, but it's very rewarding at points, depending on what difficulty you pick. Nowadays, Legendary kicks my ass. Like, seriously, one of the hardest games with the hardest difficulties. But I'll tell you this, man, it is such a fun time. All the LAN parties that I've had with this game introduced me to a whole new world of multiplayer gaming. So I definitely suggest picking up Halo Combat Evolved for your starter collector kit for the original Xbox. You're not going to be disappointed. If you've never played it, you are in for an absolute treat. Master Chief and Cortana are the couple goals that you need in your life. Let's be real. These guys are the dynamic duo. So pick up Halo Combat Evolved for your collection. On price charting, this game goes for $11.92 complete. An absolute banger of a game at a really solid price. Make sure to pick it up. Now moving on to one of my all-time favorite properties for the Xbox. Guys, if you love big mech, battle royale type of games, then you have to do yourself a favor and pick up Mech Assault. Either one is great, but we're just going to highlight the first one right now for the original Xbox. This game is everything it was built up to be. Massive action, tons of explosions, all kinds of crazy combat. You would have thought Michael Bay had a hand in making this game. It is absolutely so much fun to play through. Not one time did I ever thought, man, this game's too hard, it's too repetitive, etc, etc. This game is all that and a bag of chips, bro. Make sure to get Mech Assault for your starter collector kit today for your OG Xbox. Alright guys, this game on price charting is listed at $8.88. So if we add up everything so far, we're sitting at $86.70 for all that we've gotten so far. Let's keep going. Up next is one of this console generation's most infamous racing games of all time. The soundtrack, totally top notch. And the customization for all the vehicles, absolutely unmatched. I'm talking about the one and only Need for Speed Underground. This game came out at the time where the Fast and Furious films were still in their infancy. The franchise was still pretty young, and street racing took over the scene. It was all over in the zeitgeist. And this game exemplified that and gave it that NOS adrenaline boost for all of us gamers to have at home. This game is so much fun. I loved making all the customizations to all of my cars, spending hours and hours just making them look absolutely ridiculous. And every time I'd race, I would always pretend that the story for this game was tied in to the Fast and the Furious films. I know it's pretty ridiculous, but they're honestly not even low-key. One of my favorite film franchises of all time. And at the time, when those movies came out, I wanted a game just off of the Fast and the Furious. Before I used to play Midnight Club and pretend that that was it, but then this game came out, man, and holy cow, it just blew my mind. This was also back when EA was still trying things and still being adventurous and not just a sports publisher that we all pretty much know them for today. Guys, you're not gonna go wrong picking up this game. It is so fast and fun And again, the soundtrack, I'm not playing of it here for you right now because I'll get copyright strike, but the soundtrack is off the chain. It's Tony Hawk level of awesome music compilations. So make sure to check this game out. You're not going to be disappointed. And what's great too is the split screen racing. So much fun, man. Obviously at the time it had online capabilities and stuff, but it's not really around anymore, unfortunately. At least I don't even know of any fan servers that are up. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a rambling man now. But I'm pretty sure, even if you didn't have an Xbox, you've played this game on the PS2 or the GameCube. It was on multi-platforms. But as always with third parties, it runs best on Xbox. Over on PriceCharting.com, this game goes complete for $9.62, bringing our total up to $96.32. We're still cruising way under budget. Let's phone in a friend and see if we can get some more games suggested.
Hey everyone, super happy to be here. Really appreciate Nick, aka Rocky, for having me on his channel. It's pretty cool when other YouTubers invite you on, man. I never tire of being asked. I think it's pretty cool. We can all do these cross-platform videos. So, but yeah, we're talking cheap Xbox games, the original Xbox. And I got this one. You can get it for just slightly under $11, so we'll just say $11. And I'm cheating on this one because I'm doing a 2-for-1 with his Jet Set Radio Future, and then we're throwing in the Sega GT 2002. It's a bundle. It's a bundle disc. You get both games on one disc. And yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of racing, and this GT 2002 was a follow-up to the original GT, but back in the day, you really were just buying Jet Set Radio. The GT just came with it, so it's kind of cool that they did that. Sega throwing them, on one disc. So, if you ever played the Sega GT series, pretty fast racing. You've got online racing capability back then. Although the Xbox has come back alive online as of late with the Insignia program. But yeah, great cars, great racing, great battle modes, just a fantastic racing game. And then you can't go wrong with any Jet Set or Jet Grind, any one of those in the series. Fantastic music. That's probably my favorite part of the game itself, just amazing music. And just, yeah, going around, you're just skating, you're tagging with graffiti, which we're not condoning here, but part of the premise of the game, and you're taking on rival gangs and earning back turf and avoiding the cops while you're at it. So, but yeah, this is a great one. You're getting 2-for-1 on this one. So like I said, I'm cheating, but that's all right. We can do that. We can do what we want. It's YouTube. But again, Nick, thanks for having me on. Everyone who's watching, make sure you subscribe to the N Squared podcast. It's a great dude, man, and just overall, man, just really love the friendship we've got, and then him, just supporting me and me supporting him. So, but yeah, thanks everyone, and we'll catch you next time.
Hey Rob, thank you so much for the kind words and for an excellent choice in games for the Beginner Starter Kit Xbox Collection. So on price charting, this game goes for $10.67 complete in box. When I say game, I actually mean games because it's a double pack. So that puts us at $106.99. I know I said $120, so we've still got plenty of room. Let's go ahead and sprinkle in some more genres. Alright my dudes, this one goes out for all of you extreme sports adrenaline junkies. This game is called Amped. It is a awesome freestyle snowboarding game that came out for the original Xbox and also got a sequel as well. These were exclusive to the console, and I think they shine really bright as a solid extreme sports exclusive for the system. Back when it came out, the X Games were in full swing, whether it be the Winter X Games or summer ones. We had extreme sports movies and comedies like Out Cold and Grind. This game just fits the mold so well. It's no SSX tricky, but This is a solid installment in action sports games across the board. Check it out, man. Alright, my dudes. So, on PriceCharting.com, Amped Complete in Box goes for $6.52, bringing up our grand total to $113.51 for the Xbox console and 6 games. I'm counting 6 because that double pack that Rob showed off is, in fact, 2 separate games on one disc. I think this is an excellent stopping point for our hunt so far. Guys, we got the console and 6 games for under $120. That's a huge deal. And even more so, a lot of these games are major titles that sold really well, so none of them are going to be absolutely hard to find at all. We sprinkled in a bunch of different genres from FPS to mechs shooting up each other to racers to action sports and more. Make sure to take advantage of that supercomputer in your pocket whenever you're out game hunting. That's right, your cell phone. Pull up PriceCharting.com and make sure you get the best deals possible for the games that you're looking for. Because, guys, just like we did in the PS1 video, we did it here again. Absolutely super cheap. And we also could have even stopped before we hit $100 and already have like 3 games with the system itself. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. So there you guys have it, an OG Xbox starter collector setup for under $120. Obviously, guys, it is still possible to be able to collect a system and games at a decent price in this market in 2024. Not every game is going to be cheap, but we did get some great games for some great prices. So make sure to use your price charting app or the website and get yourself the deals. They're out there. Just use it. You've got all the tools at your disposal. Also, shout out to Retro Rob, who was in the video, as well as all of our Patreon producers. Right here, in my hands. This air gap is where they are. If you want to be a producer of the show and help out the channel, head on over to patreon.com/N2podcast, where you can become an N2 Podcast bro chacho, or bro chachosaurus rex, baby. Yeah, plugs aside, make sure to check out the channel's podcast every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Arizona time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have to say Arizona time because our time zone doesn't change worth a damn. So we're like the one true time zone. I don't know what y'all are doing with this daylight saving stuff. And if you want to see me at a convention, head on over to MaliceMediaLLC.com today and book me if you're a showrunner. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. Let me know a comment down below of what games you know that are relatively cheap that you would throw in this collection as well. All right, guys. Until next time, game on.